cast.
Mm-hmm.
You go outside, you don't get burnt to death.
Alright, well, we got a go-go from each player, ready up. So let's jump into this TVZ. You ready for some Terran versus Zerg action?
Yeah, I mean, I love watching. It's always interesting, but I only know so much. Not really my matchup.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why I try to get like opposite players. Like it sucks when you get two Terran casters or two Protoss character casters in. But we'll get some intros rocked away and talk about the matchup a little bit.
This was this ever in the ladder pool?
I don't know. But in top left for Confed, it is PuntaKill.
And in the bottom right, for Allin, we have frugs. Or frugs. It's close to Uggs. Can we just call them Uggs?
No, let's not call them Uggs.
I could have, like, mistyped. Tried to name himself after a shoe brand.
So we got do you off race as either race at all, or?
I've off-raced as Terran the most. I do Zerg when I'm whimsy.
Alright, I just took health bars off there for a second. My bad. I apologize if there's any drop frames, guys. I am on Wi-Fi at my army barracks. And if you know anything about the military, you know that everything they do sucks. So I'm not at home where I normally am. I'm kind of out of my element right now, so I do apologize. But we do have a standard gas first out of Punta and hatch gas pool out of frugs. But sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was the one interrupting you. I was gonna say, do you typically have like all the health bars on, or you just have like a different style?
When I'm playing in like 1v1s, I have them on all the time. But when I am casting, I like to turn them off.
What I like to do, and I think it's like the best of both worlds, is to have that setting where it's if they're damaged, the health bar shows up.
I see. Looks like Punta's doing a standard reactor expand. You know, he's very well known in the CTL world for doing his 3 Rax Reaper openings, but he feels on this map, I'm guessing, that it's not going to be the greatest idea.
Yeah, there's really only one attack path, so once the Zerg kind of defends that ramp over to, I guess, the third / natural, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, the front door natural.
Yeah, the front door natural. It's kind of difficult to be aggressive.
But no third base yet, or even think about third out of the Zerg. Oh, I think that's what this drone, right as I say something. Let's see if Punta gets down. Nope, Punta does not get down.
Yeah, I always find it interesting. I've never asked a Zerg to them what the difference is between, because basically you have this point where like, right when the hatchery or right when the pool finishes, you can spend 300 minerals on 2 queens, or you can throw down that hatchery a bit earlier. And I've never like asked like, which is actually better, because they're both considered macro units, you know.
Mm-hmm. Punta's gonna try to fly up here in the main, get a scout off. Let's get some Zerglings on chase. Gonna get cut off by the queen. He sees the timing on the third. He's gonna hop up. See no extra gas taken. He's gonna have to run away from this queen though.
Oh, he could have gotten that drone, but he's probably more worried about macroing. I would be too.
Yep. Just trying to get out of the way. It looks like we have a standard 2-1-1 out of Punta.
So did he see what he wanted to see in there?
Yes, he did. He saw no Roach Warren, no second gas, just standard drones, lings, and queens. And that's... Frugs is playing pretty standard in TVZ right now.
Yeah, probably like a good tip for you, your lower level players is what the pros do is they try to figure out like when does their Reaper hit the first time, and they try to know how many drones on average the Zerg should have at that point. And if it's significantly less than that, they know that something's up, and they try to play much more safer at that point. Even if you might not be able to get the complete scout out and know what you're going up against, that's a good way of like just seeing from the front maybe like something quirky's going on in the main.
We got Stim on the way, almost halfway done. Starport, cranking out some Widow Mines.
You know, this is crazy. Look at the supply difference.
Well, it's all in workers.
Yeah, but like workers are, you know, they're one of the cheaper units. Other than Zerglings, there's nothing cheaper than workers. So the fact that he's got, I guess it kind of proves your point, doesn't it? But they're also only one supply, so like that's the cheapest it gets supply-wise, I guess, other than Zerglings. But yeah, this is just crazy. He needs to get punished for this, otherwise he's just going to get way too far ahead.
And it's on Punta with this 2-1-1 build. He's got his own third on the way. Once Stim finishes up, he gets that second medevac out. I believe he already has one out. Nope, Starport's not doing anything. Oh, he's gonna fly it over. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh, you know what? I have to give credit to the Allin player.
Frugs?
His timing, Frugs is just, yeah, he's just, all of his gas is just perfectly accounted for. Look at it, it's at 0. He started his 1-1 and had 50 left over for that Baneling nest. Like, it's just all lining up too well. It's kind of actually scary.
I mean, this is top tier Diamond 1 players out there. Allin is no joke when it comes to their Diamond sets. I mean, they have a lot of good players, and I've never seen Frugs play, but Pisoza, Siegfried, you know, long-standing members that are very, very solid. But this is going to be the big push from Punta once the Stim finishes combat. Stim is done.
Yep, there he goes.
Yep. I'd like to see him.
Sweet. He kind of going.
No, it's... And look at this Overlord spread from Frugs. I'd like to see a Viking come out of PuntaKill and just to scare these Overlords away, because that's a lot of supply sitting out on the map.
Definitely.
And look at Frugs with no fear double expanding to the gold and...
Yeah, I was gonna point that out too. It's kind of smart and also like reckless at the same time, because like if your goal is to try to save both, and you might end up losing the game. But like all you need is one to survive, and like you got your extra expo up.
And Punta boosts into the back door, and if he's not paying attention, he's gonna land into a bunch of lings.
Yeah, it's a great spot to land if it wasn't for all the fact, you know, there's all these units here.
Ooh, looks like that Queen Range might get those medevacs, and no, he boosts away with 6 health.
And yeah, the spores are going up in each of the bases. They're in weird spots, though. I guess it's because there's a lot of dead airspace. If Liberators get back there, that can be a nightmare for a Zerg.
But this is something odd that Punta does versus other standard Terrans, including myself. I play very standard. He goes for siege tanks instead of a lot of Widow Mines. And I always ask him, like, why? And he likes playing like that, so he's...
Well, I mean, if he's had, like, you know, some Wings of Liberty history, like, they didn't have Widow Mines back in the day, so depending on that, he is just more used to them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now we got that boost going over. Let's see if he's paying attention to his mini-map. And flies right over that undefended base.
Yeah, I don't think he's aware of the fact that there's several bases out there. He's in plain sight.
Uh-oh. And big...
Massive hits.
Yeah, big Baneling hits go down on that Terran army.
And unfortunately, he's just so overwhelmed here that even though the nice drop spread was pretty effective most of the time, he just didn't have enough units for it to matter.
No, he did not. And this one tank, one Widow Mine, second tank on the way. I think they're just gonna get swarmed. I think Frugs can just come up here and bully the Terran player away.
Yeah, this is really scary for PuntaKill right now. Like, the Zerg's just on top of his macro. All the gas is accounted for. His 2-2's nearly done. He's probably just gonna wait for it to finish it and just roll on through to victory. But all it looks like, he's got a cute little drop setting up.
Oh, the Drop-a-Lord.
Oh, actually, yeah, there's also going to be another one that's going to go into backdoor natural, too. But this first one on the third is going to... he might just try to skirt around the outside. I think Punta sees it, but maybe not. Oh, here they both go.
Oh, missile turrets. Missile turrets get that first one.
And
But
the second one, it's 9 kills, but it could have been worse. But he's still worth it for the Zerg.
yes, Punta's 2-2 is still not started. He's fighting 1-1 versus 2-2, and there's a hatchery going down right where Punta's 4th would be.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look at.
Oh my god. What the hell? That's like a BM hatch, right?
Kind of. I guess you could say that.
That's gotta be a BM hatch.
I mean, he's got the creep highway down. He's not even on the creep.
I guess he just knows he's that far ahead. It's really weird though, because like he's ahead, but at the same time, like one big mistake, he can lose. He's not just overwhelmingly ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 20 army supply ahead, 30.
Yeah, and it's a low tier army, so good positioning by Punta, and this is not considered good positioning.
Let's see if those tanks can get some shots off. Zerglings get in, he gets swarmed. Tanks get surrounded.
I think this is the end.
GG is called, Punta taps out. Game 1 goes to Allin.